If it aligns with you, my love, every time you find yourself fixing your mouth to say they did something, they did something, they did something, and you don't say nobody's specific name, I want you to ask yourself the question, if it aligns with you, what did you do? What did you do? Because there is this narrative of they. But don't nobody, when people say that shit, they, you don't say nobody's full name. So you might not even know who you talking about. Or you might be saying some shit because it feel good to say, but it ain't the truth. It feels easy to say. It feels like it absolves you of something, but it doesn't actually get to the core that allows transformation and elevation. Ashe, I feel like there comes a moment where when you're speaking they did this, they're doing this, they're creating this, they're doing this, they're showing up like this, they made this, they're distracting you with this, they. What is it that you are doing in your own inner reality that is creating an external reality that you're perceiving to be this specific way, that you're using they when actually they is you and you're doing something for yourself? What is it that yourself is doing for you that you're choosing to see as an attack on you when actually it's for you? What is that? What is that? Figure that out. Figure that out and do that. Figure that out and do that, because I feel like there's something there when you assume that it's always someone doing something to you. Because the last time I checked, your consciousness is here because of an infinite intelligence that exists, which is us collectively and individually having access to the whole. So we're here not because our parents created a body. Your consciousness comes from whomever you consume, you desire, whoever the fuck you label as a creator, as a god, as a universe, or as a source, or whatever the fuck you would want to call it. Maybe it's nothingness, maybe it's Big Bang, whatever the fuck. But something creates creation and the idea of even creation being created. Something is all of that energy. Your parents did not make you. They made a body. And you're not the fucking body. You're not the body. It may be easy to identify with the body because you put it on. But you may be in a fucking elephant costume as a mascot called Ellie, bitch, but you're not a fucking elephant. You're a human being. You're a person. So when you use the terms they, who are you talking about? When you use the words they and you're looking in the mirror, I want you to hear what you're saying when you say they, and then look in the mirror in your own eyeballs and say, they trying to do this. And tell me yourself doesn't look at you back and be like, they who? And then you're like, them who? And then I want you to fix your mouth to say what you would really want to say and see if you could get it out if you were only speaking divine truth. And if in that moment you're divinely unable to speak such communications, then maybe it's because the honest truth is that they are not doing anything to you, but you are actually creating something for you. What the fuck are you creating for yourself? Because sometimes you may assume that what you're experiencing is a lack of something because of them, when really you are rich in something else because of you. And what you're rich in is what you've needed to actually connect to at this particular moment in life, which is why it's getting louder and louder and louder. Which means that you are perceivably experiencing less and less and less, or you're experiencing more difficulty in the fill in the blank. What are you doing? Because again, them, and they, all of that out your mouth is crazy when you're a full-time job. And there's a lot going on that you could be focusing on right here. So whenever you choose to fix your mouth to even focus on anywhere else, are all your ducks in a row? Because if focusing on them and you can't change them is what you're doing, when you're right here, is crazy. It's like having your baby always next to you. And every time you try to get them together or try to talk about them, your baby starts crying, but you keep focusing on them when your baby's crying. And it's not that you're a single mother or a single father, you're an only parent because you're one of one. That's your divine one right there that you're here to take care of and live for. That light inside of you that you can't explain because there's no words. There's just expressions. And because you often hide yourself from expressing, you only really well tell it. How you feeling today? Well, I said, how are you feeling? I thought you were going to show me. I didn't think you were going to tell me, babe. I didn't ask for an audiobook. I thought I was connecting with the person. How you feeling today? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't need you to explain it to me. I could see. Unless you were showing me something that was false, an illusion, deceit. Okay. Yeah, those bars, they eat. So tap out of them and they. Your mouth don't really need to talk about them or they. Really ever. That's gossiping. That's gossiping. What does that get you? What does it get you? It's not that you can't gossip. It's just that what does gossip get you? What does it get you? Emotionally. What does it get you? What does gossip get you emotionally? Think about yourself living in a reality where you are gossiping about yourself. So you're living the reality where you're hearing yourself, your reflection, you, gossip about you, a version of you, gossip to another version of you about you, and the version of you that you're portraying is receiving these versions of you gossiping about you, assuming that you don't hear them or feel them or feel the intentions, the communication, the language, and how it automatically makes you feel to hear someone talking about it and how it triggers you and what stories it triggers and what emotional intensities it unearths. Imagine living in that reality and you're choosing to gossip on purpose, knowing how it makes you feel every time you choose to spew what you even know to be rumor because there is no actual fact for the person who experienced it, who can spew a truth, is not even here or involved in the conversation because no one wants to ask the question direct because it's more fun for them to create stories because we're creatives. So we giggle and we laugh when we hear stories about ourselves and rumors about ourselves because how comical that so many are quick to want to tell the story of what they heard, yet no one wants to ask the question directly because y'all know the answer. It's just that your stories are more entertaining and we're here to have fun. So take nothing serious. Have fun.